Big Jon, we're gonna roll with it, man. I don't know what's up with this intro, but we're going to roll with it. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Very
Long day,
good.
but I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, so am I. I've been looking forward to this. So let's jump into. We want to talk about some autographs and what's going on with autographs being authentic or not.
Man, so that's this whole story is wild in my opinion. Just how it all came out, right? Brett Lemieux goes on Facebook in a private group, writes just a tell-all post, claims he millions and millions, hundreds of millions of dollars worth of fakes, and then kills himself before the police come. So what's up, Nathan?
What's up, Nate? How you doing? So let me ask this question. So how were the autographs forged?
Uh, so from what I've listened to and read, hand by hand and auto pen, it's memorabilia, it's everything.
And so
So
these items were then forged
mhm,
and they received an authentication sticker.
yes.
Hmm.
So I just got done listening to this week's Sports Card Nonsense, and
Mm-hmm.
they interviewed somebody who got who went to jail for forging.
Mm-hmm.
And the biggest takeaway from that is that he says that JSA really has came to his house, 3,000 3,000 items he had to go through, and about half of them was forged, and they only marked two as not authentic, and one of them was authentic. And he goes further on to say that some of his forgeries they use as their examples of what a true autograph.
Now I know for a fact because I've collected autographs for a while, for years. People have mentioned that JSA is a weaker authenticator, and there's been some talk over years of, I wouldn't say stuff like this, but that there have been some things authenticated that may not have been real. And then I asked the question because I didn't know it before you said this. I didn't know this, but I asked the question. I was talking to a friend. If I take so many real autographs and I slide in so many fake autographs, how do you find that? And then Big Jon, if I'm dedicated to the craft of forgery and I
Mm-hmm.
analyze someone's autograph, you telling me I can't fake that autograph? I can't write just like them?
Yeah, I mean that's essentially how it's done, right? You mix. It's. I mean, it's the same as trying to get counterfeit money past somebody, right?
Yeah.
if I put a, if I got a stack of 10, 10 real ones, and I put one fake one in, chances are you're not gonna notice it.
Mhm.
You rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat.
I wonder what sparked the tell out. What sparked the post?
So I don't know what sparked the post. Well, I guess because he was getting caught, I guess. So they also had another person on there who was with Beckett now. I can't. His name was Steve. I can't remember his last name, but he said that these investigations have been like started because fanatics trying to go get the FBI to go after people.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I get that. I can understand that.
So
So it sparks questions from me. So I think I text you early or sent you a note. If you have autographs on card or a picture or something that's authenticated and slabbed, does this drive those prices up? That market up? because these items have been reviewed and deemed as real?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
See, I think it does.
I think if you're an in-person autograph collector,
Mm-hmm.
and whether it's been, no matter what grading companies have made it authentic, you still question.
I'm saying if you sent your autograph card to PSA or Beckett,
mm-hmm.
and they said your autograph is real, you think that's still going to be questioned?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think so.
I think it's still going to be.
I believe if you have a jersey with a TriStar sticker on it,
mm-hmm.
that's going to be questioned.
I don't buy in-person autograph cards. I get cards autographed in person, and I don't sell them. I don't care what picture you take with it and put it on an eBay post or whatever you posted at. It's hard to believe, right? It's hard to trust.
Yeah, but if that autograph has been slapped by PSA as a PSA 10, you're thinking that people are questioning every in-person autograph that PSA has said is real?
I don't know. Okay, not in the general sense, but I think you're going to see people, especially with memorabilia, on international questions should they buy it or not.
Oh, I agree with that. Yeah,
but and then let's not act like PSA has not PSA 10 fake autos, right? We got the Luka scandal with his brother, his dad signing stuff. Jordan right here. What's up, Jordan? Mentions the Messi autos that were from Topps, right?
But are those Messi autos fake or real?
They're fake.
And they've been authenticated by PSA?
Yes. So, yes. They're fake. They are fake certified on card autographs, top certified that it's real auto that are actually fake. So I listen to a lot.
This question.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
So with this Messi situation, I think part of the authentication process was they were like hiring somebody or deputizing like an agent or somebody to authenticate these autos were actually signed. Mm-hmm. And the agent was like, yeah, they were signed by him, but it actually wasn't. It was like the brother of somebody signing them. Mm-hmm. So that just came out to people in the soccer market who collect autos like, this looks different. And questioning.
Well, I've run across some people who run autograph signings for Topps. Mm-hmm. And a lot of it comes down to, what they say.
Yeah.
They're the representative that's at the signing sitting by athlete X, athlete Y. And then they are the ones that close that envelope, seal it a certain way, send that stuff in, and validate. So I can get that. Mm-hmm. But let me ask you this though: if you're PSA and you're Beckett, you're authenticator X with a slab involved, you're gonna have some error rate, right?
So what?
You're gonna have error rate. You're not gonna be at 100%.
Yes.
So you're gonna have some things that you're gonna say are real that won't be real. Mm-hmm. And I would think if you're sending in stuff or if you're buying something, we almost have to, as the end users or the customers, have to assume that something is fake that it says is real.
Right.
Correct?
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people think like that, though. I think people think that this is 100%. If PSA says a card is a PSA 10, no autograph, every time I crack and slam that card in, it should be a PSA 10. If PSA says that Big Jon's auto is real, it should be a real 100% of the time, no matter how many Big Jon autos they get.
This is why I never was a famous athlete, because my auto would be easy to fake because I never sign the same way twice.
Hold on,
never.
Big Jon. You don't sign that way twice.
I have like 6 different ways I sign my name.
Oh, you sound like the modern day athlete. There's modern day athletes like.
And it's never. It's so like it's up, down, boom, big circle, boom, 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 boom. Like I got so many different ways I sign my name. Even when it comes to my checks and IDs, like only people who know if it's a auto is me.
Now, I'll say my autograph has evolved over time because I remember one time I went to the bank to get something done, and I pulled out my driver's license, and what I wrote did not match at all what was on my driver's license. And the person came to me and said, "This doesn't match. But I know it's you. You've been coming here for a long time. Can you rewrite your name?" But it didn't match, and it had been probably 6 or 7 years in between. So I get that. I've been autograph signings where guys are really slow and taking their time to make sure that the autographs do match because that can easily happen. We've seen the evolution of LeBron. We've seen the evolution of Patrick Mahomes. We've seen people's autographs change over time.
So speaking of fakes, right? Let me get to my saga of dealing with a fake.
Okay, what you got? I'm gonna hit
All
this.
right. So, I mean,
is this what you were talking about before?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So let's get into it because it's a good story. So I was at a trade night, EC3 trade night, about 3 months ago, and I made a trade of a rare One Piece card for a friend. I had my friend's binder, One Piece cards that he bought. He opened the cards himself, right? Pack pulled. This is what I know then. And as I traded with the guy, I was like, "Hey, this is not my cards, but I'm doing this for a friend. I don't know much about One Piece." So we made a half cash, half card deal. Right? Yeah. All good. Everything looked good, and we took time talking about it. And we know Scott from EC3, so I'm obviously not going to try to purposely do nothing crazy. And the guy was good friends with Scott, maybe this with Scott, so like this is not a good guy as well. So coming back off the cruise, about a week after the cruise, he sends me a message. Hey, Big Jon, that card we traded for, eBay authentication says it's fake.
Okay.
Now I'm like, okay. Send me what they said, right? And I'm like, so I hit up Scott. I'm like, how up and up this guy? I'm hitting the guy I got the cards from. Hey, where do you get these cards from? So I'm in the middle. I apologize. Hey, I apologize. Let me see what's happening because these are my friend's cards. I know he packed for them because we talked about it. Right? So I'm doing my investigation, and nothing to me says the gentleman is not telling the truth to me. But also, I have the back end. My friend said he packed for them. So after I investigate, I'm like, where'd you get the cards from? There's TikTok. I'm like, well, okay, they're fake then. Right then, they're fake. Like, I don't care if you pack for them. They're fake. He's like, well, I got it from somebody who sold 20, 30,000 cards. I didn't buy somebody that was just started selling. I'm like, yeah, it doesn't matter. You got it from TikTok. They're more than likely fake. It's just, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So go back to the guy. I love Instagram calling feature. I'm the king of butt dialing on accident.
Yeah.
But it was the purpose of calling. Hey, man, call him up. We talk. Hey, I'm sorry what happened. This is what I know. Talking to my friend. We're definitely, I know it's been months, but we'll definitely, get you back, get your money back for it, right? Because I'm not, it's a fake, whatever. So he gave us a couple of weeks. Obviously, he got his money back for it. I don't care what the card is, fake card. Nobody, I don't want to rip it up, do what you want with it. I'm not worried about getting it back because it's fake. So, and in that situation, it's a hard decision you have to make because it's been 3 months. But if you send it out, you decide you don't want, not even 3 months, probably 2 months, but you send it out, decide you want to sell it, it goes to authentication. They say it's fake. And I'm like, well, my friend said he got it from TikTok. Automatically, we're in the wrong. We're gonna make this guy whole, right? This is just customer today. At this point, you have nothing to stand on, in my opinion, because you didn't get it from a shop, from a local shop, right? You got it from online. It's not like you bought it off of eBay.
So, did this individual not know that TikTok is well known for fake cards?
He's very naive. He can be very naive at times.
Okay.
Right? He has a lot of cards. He buys from Pokemon Center and stuff. He can be very naive at times when it comes to some cards.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, talking to the guy that I trade with, he didn't really know it was fake. He had to actually go consult one of his friends who do One Piece a lot to figure out, hey, why are they saying it's fake? And it really came down to simple the matting on the back between being matte and gloss.
Okay.
So the front side of the image is dead on to what you expect from an image on the card, but the back play card side, so this back side here was different than what's on authentic cards. So these ones are matted, and the fake was gloss.
Okay.
And during the deal, we never took it out of the sleeve to actually look at the back or anything. We just looked at the card because it was a big card.
Mm-hmm.
So then a lot of people would have been like, "No, do you lying? Are they wrong? It's been so much time. I'm not giving you money back." I'm not like that, right?
Yeah.
You know, wrong is wrong and right is right. So he's told that happened to me. You know, I always say I want to experience everything in a hobby once. I didn't mean that when I say all that.
Well, I'm actually surprised that this doesn't happen more with sports cars, especially stuff before 1990.
Yeah.
Like, you see stuff sometimes in a while, you're at a show. And I'm the kind of person where if I see something raw, I'm assuming something's wrong with it. I got a lot of questions. Like one time we were at a show, we saw a Curry Topps rookie card. Great centering. Those cards can be off.
Mm-hmm.
The front looked right. I asked the guy, "What's wrong with this card? Why isn't it graded?" And he said, "Well, there's a dimple right by his cheek on his face. If you turn the car a little bit in the light, and you can see that dimple. It's almost like a pinhole.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's a printing defect or something happened to the card at one point. But and I bought a rookie Bowman one time raw of Curry and graded it. And I was even thinking when I sent that in, like it wouldn't surprise me if something came back saying this car is not real. So it's hard when you're picking up something or buying something from some source that you really don't know. But I even know I'm not even into One Piece or Pokemon, but anything off TikTok might probably be a problem.
But if somebody says they pulled it from the pack fresh, you don't think to ask, well, where'd you get the packs from?
No, you wouldn't think that.
Right?
No,
that's not the first thing to think about, right?
No.
So and I had those cards at the card show, and luckily I didn't sell any of those cards. So it was just that one trade, which I'm thankful for that.
So do you think this scandal, I'm just going back to what you were saying earlier, do you think this drives down the price of all autographs?
No.
Okay.
I think this month, especially with the National, if you're going to buy, if you're a memorabilia person, you're going to want to ask more questions of, hey, where did you get your memorabilia from? Hey, who authenticated this?
They should honor their authentic stamp on it. Well, Nathan, what do you mean? Are you saying that if a bat or a baseball or something has a TriStar or a JSA or a Beckett sticker on it, that they should honor that if the autograph is not real? Then I would think. Go ahead.
Does JSA have any insurance program like that, like a PSA does, if something comes back not real? I know PSA, if they authenticate something that's not real, and it comes out as not being real, there's a thing to do for that, right? There's a protocol for that.
But
I don't know the protocol for JSA.
Are the stickers on all this stuff? Are those stickers real?
Yeah, those stickers can be fake, which is a lot of the part of older stuff. Those stickers can be fake.
And I've collected autographs for so long that real stickers can fall off products.
Mm-hmm.
If you have that product in a high humidity area, that sticker is not going to last. So, what happens there?
I think it's the talking point now. I think it's a talking point coming for the national. I think after the national, you won't hear much about it. It's the cycle. It's the news cycle of the hobby.
I can agree with that. We've had other scandals over the probably not to this degree. We've had other scandals over time and with autographs. And
We had other scandals this year that only lasted 2 weeks.
Like what? Well, give me one. What was one I can't?
Backyard breaks.
Oh yeah,
okay. In the hobby, right?
Yeah.
You got other scandals.
So we kind of knew at that backyard break thing that wasn't gonna last. Like I said at the time, I think there are people like Boo Backyard Breaks that's still doing business with them.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but I want to start live selling. I'm just trying to find a platform because it won't be Whatnot. And that might sound hypocritical because I kind of still buy mostly from Jordan on Whatnot. But like I just can't. I don't see myself selling on that platform, at least at this current moment.
You know, you talk to a person. I've never purchased anything off Whatnot. Yeah. I'm not saying I would not. I just have not. If eBay, I've been thinking about this whole thing. eBay goes to this 2-minute rule.
Yeah.
That changes the game on some stuff for me. It's like, I understand why they want to do it though.
Yeah, I set up a Dibdit account, a district account. Me and Huddle gonna do something soon. All right,
hold on. What is Dibdit? What is that?
It's a new site. But I can explain it better because I'm with District now. Huddle can explain it better than I can explain it. It's like a Discord / Whatnot type place. So, what did you see? Everybody's getting the live selling, right? If you're gonna, sports cars nonsense, looking people to live sell on their platform on eBay Live. eBay Live is opening up to more people as well. So I've heard to try to sell on their platform.
Do you think any competitor really shakes up eBay's world? I don't think so.
No. Yes and no. I think eBay, when it comes to sports cards,
online memorabilia is hard. This is why years ago I had to go to a show to get something autographed, and then I wanted it autographed a particular way. I just don't want your name, first and last, scribbled, and then that's it. But to me, standing in front of an athlete is the only way. Just being real. I don't know. You're just taking the chance with other stuff. And then we all know your paperwork is worth more than an item.
I think the safest place to buy something online is from Fanatics, unfortunately.
I hope that's the case.
I think that is the safest way.
I hope that's the case. Again, does any of this stuff in this scandal have a Fanatic sticker on it?
Does it what?
Does any of the stuff that's been in this scandal have a Fanatic sticker on it?
I don't know. Yeah, I've heard that their sticker is hard to fake. Very hard to fake.
Oh, it is. I've seen it. Yes, it is.
And from what I've heard, they bought some of Brett's fakes and to help with the investigation. That's why they know what was fake and they bought his stuff to compare.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's Fanatics. We talk about needing legislation or oversight. If Fanatics is going to go after people faking stuff and get the FBI involved, that's probably one of the best things for the hobby.
It is.
And it's also the best thing for their business.
It is.
Right? It's one of them things where one hand washes the other, where this is like goes together. But I just personally, I find it hard to buy even authenticated autos off of eBay.
Oh, an autograph off
Because,
eBay is like rolling the dice. I
because
would.
so let's say you send something to PSA, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you get a card, you get it, and you got a handwritten auto on there, and they authenticate it. They don't give a number. They just says authentic. Does that mean the card is authentic, or does that mean the auto is authentic?
Oh, of what, a PSA sale?
Yeah. If it just says authentic on it.
Well, you got one line that should be for the autograph, because your whole topper is different if it's just for the autograph.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Because it doesn't even speak to the actual card, so it'll say a Big Jon auto authentic. It doesn't even label what kind of card it is. Yeah, the topper is different. So, and then now they've made just an autograph a blue label. It's no longer red.
Yeah.
And I think that was their step of making sure it's clearly distinctive. If you're at a show or if you're somewhere, you clearly know they're talking about the autograph and not the card. I have been to shows where there are vendors trying to sell an authentic auto as a 10 grade on the card. That does happen every day of the week. Jordan says, I was thinking about applying.
That doesn't surprise me.
eBay is best right now before they open the floodgates. What's that, Jordan? What's the applying for sports card nonsense? What is that? eBay. What is that?
They're looking for people to do eBay Live under their sports card
okay.
nonsense banner.
Okay.
Hey, try to see what the worst can happen. They say no. Well, you don't like it. It's not for you.
Why would they say no?
I don't know.
They're like, what now has criteria? Like, what kind
they
of
can have a criteria they're looking for? Maybe they want people who've done it who's live sell for a while, have a lot of experience, or what kind of inventory they look for. It could be any reason why they can say no. Any legitimate reason, right?
Well, what not push you through you have to go through a process, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've known people that have been denied by whatnot, and there are certain reasons they'll tell you why.
I believe live selling is going to be the current future of how we sell sports cards on a large scale. But I think it won't last more than 10 years. Does it make sense?
It may not last the way we know it.
The way we know it.
Yeah. But
at one point, QVC was all the rage.
Yeah. But I think our children and probably their children will be more open to that than any generations that have ever come to purchasing things online. Like, I'm old enough that buying a car, I bought cars off eBay.
Mm-hmm.
I remember a time where the hobby told people to never do that. It was taboo to buy a card off eBay. And we're not even going back late 90s, early 2000s. That was like, why are you doing that?
eBay is just frustrating. I don't know why it's so frustrating for me to want to put pictures up and stuff. It's just my pain point.
Well, for what you're selling?
Yeah. Maybe because I work so much, I don't want to take the time to actually do it. But
you have a scanner now, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't get the shiny cards right.
Okay.
It makes them look dark, and I don't like it. So, like, if it's paper, scanner works just fine. But I also think I'm at a point where I'm trying to upgrade my inventory.
Mhm.
And so loading up $100 cards, hoping to sell 10 is not motivating in the process I'm trying to do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The time spent doing that versus the money I'm getting out of it is not worth it.
Jordan is asking what scanner? Did we have this conversation before?
Yes, my scanner is an Epson 400, but I mean mine's the Epson 500, but I think the 400 works better for cards. Oh yeah, no, I use my scanner.
I think you said before you have a scanner. What kind of scanner do you have? Jordan says also just take a photo.
Yeah, but then I got to take it to my camera, and then I got to remember where I'm at when I'm loading up all these cards, and I got to delete it afterwards. It's just, I got excuses.
Maybe I'm slow. I can be slow. What is OTS? What is OTS?
It take photo. It's better anyway.
Okay, I got it. He has the 680. I know nothing about scanners. I've had guests on that work for scan companies, but interesting. Yeah, I've never tried to sell anything on eBay.
That make too much like work. Exactly, Zerny. Too much like work. I mean, I love if I could. I can't.
Is there any? This is what I've always thought. Maybe this doesn't exist today. Is there any kind of, if you're at a show, you could sell a bunch of cars under a certain value to someone that's on whatnot. Is there any kind of platform where you can just sell your cars in bulk to someone?
Sports lots. There's sports lots. I know that. I don't know if people know about it anymore, but there's spaces. So, you see, this is my scanner on a shiny card. This is Pokemon. I don't like that browning on the black spots on the shiny edge. I don't like that when I list cards. But it takes a good scan on paper stuff.
Yeah, looks pretty decent.
All right, we got story time. We got into the forgery. Oh, you have a Topps account?
No.
Okay. Did you hear? So Topps.com is going to like Fanatic. Your Topps account is going to a Fanatics One account now. Pretty soon.
Okay.
That's going to be a pain.
Why is that going to be a pain? You talking about the conversion?
Yeah, conversion. Yeah. So when they went from PWCC to Fanatics Select, it took me 3 months and it took me calling out somebody from Fanatics on Instagram to actually get my account working correctly.
You think so? You're saying it's probably gonna be the same issue moving from Topps?
Yeah, because my Fanatics Collect account still doesn't work correctly. My Fanatics live account and my Fanatics Collect account are still not synced up, and I have two separate accounts. And the account that I use for Fanatics Live, I can't even log in with my phone number. It won't let me. I can't get on it from my computer, which is why I don't buy on Fanatics Live. Because now I have to make another account with another phone number that I don't have, and they try to talk to the customer service to get that fixed. I just gave up. So I am not excited about the conversion over my Tops account to another Fanatics entity.
I don't know. I just don't know. Sometimes I don't know. There's just something in me. Like I just never set up a PWCC account. I just never. First, I didn't think that business was gonna last.
Mhm.
Never thought that. So it's like I don't have an old account. I don't know. Maybe I'm just old school. I just don't. Certain things I just never do.
Well, Alt
I've
is doing the
never had.
same thing that made PWCC sell, trying to front you money for your cards.
Yeah. Like me personally, I mean, I don't know. When I see that, is that gonna last? I just don't. Just
I don't think so.
seems like we're trying to do something to stay alive, but it's just not gonna happen. And I've talked to the people when I go to shows at the old table, and they're cool folks. I've had great conversations with them. I just to think the business model. There's nothing against who's working there. I just think the business model just doesn't. If I look at something, it just does not make sense to me. If it goes against every principle I've ever learned about business, I just don't even. I don't know. And that, to me, this is something that I didn't even think to even talk about. But when I look at the hobby in total, you all tell me in the chat, Big John, you tell me. I hear about certain things that don't match business principles. And it makes me like, why do we talk that way in the hobby when we're trying to purchase things that will grow in value or make money off the current value?
Mm-hmm.
But we talk about it in a way that's not business savvy. It always gets me. You can go to a major show. Like there are years ago that I went to the Mint, the first Mint in Vegas. A lot of the independent companies that have booths, they don't even exist anymore. And we act like that never happened. Like we don't, no one talks about the stuff that just comes and goes within 12 months, 15 months, it's gone. When that initial seed money is kind of dried up, it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next thing comes. And then we can look in the hobby and see that we've had developers of business who run a business after a business after a business after a business. But people will still go and want to believe in their business plan. Maybe I'm rambling, but it just doesn't. I see stuff all the time that just
Just don't make sense.
doesn't make sense, man. Just does not work.
You know what don't make sense? The Clippers being the oldest team in the NBA. That don't make sense.
They have to be doing that. Like it just that does not make sense. They have to be doing it for a particular reason. Maybe that's their way of putting butts in seats.
Put up that new stadium.
Yeah. Just other than that, doesn't make sense. Why would you do that? You got Chris Paul and like I'm surprised people are still paying Chris Paul. I'm surprised somebody hasn't come up with Chris Paul's gonna make somebody on the Clippers better, like they did Wemby. He's not making anybody better. He's not doing anything like that. But we and that's another thing about sometimes with sports and cars, we just make up stuff, make it feel good.
Did you watch the WNBA All Star Weekend?
I watched some of it. I watched some of the game. I watched the All-Star game.
I enjoyed the All Star game.
Yeah,
I don't care what people talk about. It wasn't competitive. That game was fun to watch. They were having fun.
Yeah, that was cool. Me personally, I had more enjoyment watching that than the NBA All-Star game.
Yeah.
So
They were out there trying to shoot the 4-point shot. And, they was joking with each other, playing around. Like,
I actually enjoyed the behind the scenes of them kicking it. The commissioner in there with them.
that's gonna come back to hurt him in negotiations.
Probably so. But it was good to see people enjoying themselves and learning something a little bit more about their personalities.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to the Stud Buzz.
Yeah, Stud Buzz kicking it.
What we learned is the WNBA players are alcoholics.
Yeah, everybody taking shots and drinking, and
they're having a good time in Indy. I don't think that statement's been said ever in life.
Right.
I had a good time in Indianapolis.
Yeah, I've been to Indy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hard place to have a good time.
I got family in there. I told the story before. I was at the work event, walking downtown at night with my coworkers, and somebody tried us, and I had to not here, not now.
Hold up, when they tried you, Big Jon, what happened? What did they do?
Huh?
What did they do when they were trying?
Oh, they were talking trash to the two people I was with.
Oh, that's happening.
Raised. And I was like, not here, not now. Yeah. It ain't happening. Yeah.
Would you guys take a pair of plum berries for free?
What are plum berries?
Yeah, what are plum berries? He wrote 3 with that question. And what I'm reading is bringing me no clarity on this.
Yeah, I see nothing.
Tell me what's a plum berry. I don't. Nothing I'm reading here is giving me any clarity here. This is one of the few things I've ever looked up. Kelsey Plum was giving out shoes. Oh, okay. Yeah,
shoes.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure she wasn't giving out one in my size, but if I got my hands on one, I'll rock the Aja Wilsons. There's a few of those shoes that I would wear.
The Angel Reese pink wing one.
Yeah, they look nice.
Reebok, those look nice.
Yeah.
But that's all right. So let's get into this All-Star Weekend, and from the business standpoint, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see Unrivaled there.
Mm-hmm.
Put out their class of 2015. You see they got sponsors from everybody on a walkway. You know who you don't see? Panini.
Yeah. But I think hold up. I feel like I saw something on Instagram that Panini was there. Or Fanatics was there. Was Fanatics there?
I don't know if Fanatics was there. They might have been there. But particularly Panini, because you have the license to the cards. And this is your time to get some of these all-stars to sign because you got them all in one spot.
I just don't see that connection being made across boards. I just don't see that. You would think you would want that. What's prohibiting
Nike's there. Nike's their sponsor and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Kelsey Shies or CC shoes or other shoes. I'm looking at these for my daughter.
Ages. She got some crazy colorways.
Yeah.
And Sabrina's shoes look good.
Who was that?
Sabrina Ionescu. Her shoes look good.
Yeah.
Even LeBron said he needed a pair of those.
You ever notice? I think we're entering a realm now. Well, LeBron's going to talk about everything.
Yeah, I didn't say that to talk about LeBron right now. Let him be over there.
He's going to talk about everything. Anybody can do anything. Somebody go to the bathroom. He's going to tweet about that.
I just thought that Panini could have been there or had a showing since this is the only basketball product they have.
I just don't think I don't think the sport and the hobby doesn't connect like that.
See, and this is what gets me mad at people who say the WNBA hasn't never turned a profit because the players should ask for money because they ain't never turned a profit. These are things that, as the WNBA owners, as a commissioner, that you need to be putting together to highlight your players to get better sponsorship so you can turn a profit. It's not on the player's job to make the business turn a profit.
Well, this is what I want to say about that. Earlier we were talking about doesn't make sense from a business perspective.
Yeah.
There are businesses in a hobby that don't turn a profit and people are getting paid.
Right.
There are people that show up that may hear this or show up to a job tomorrow where their company is not turning a profit, but they're still picking up a paycheck.
GameStop doesn't make a profit. Well, GameStop makes a profit, but they get a loss. Yes. Right? Nike shows a paper loss every year the way they have their company structured with so many different copyrights being in and out of the country. Right?
So I don't know what people are talking about.
And when you're this business making that type of money, having movie studios take a loss, make movies, pay people, and then don't have a movie. Look at DC. Look at Warner Brothers. Right?
So I don't know what people are talking about.
So we talking about revenue splits. We talking about 91% of the money goes back to the owners who are doing nothing to help grow the game. The players
before GameStop fired everyone and closed stores, they were losing money.
Yes.
They were paying employees, and you can bet your ass that somebody got a raise.
Yep. And promoted. And I'm speaking from experience.
So what are we talking about?
So, and bonus.
People like to jump out there and be savvy. You're not being savvy. You're saying stuff that just doesn't stack up.
You're saying stuff that you heard.
Yeah. Because somebody told somebody.
But you're conveniently forgetting that $10 million a year that the NBA was losing, it was a write-off and saving them so much in taxes on this end. On this hand, right, for this business. We also forget that the NBA didn't make a profit for almost 30 years.
Do you think
NFL didn't make a profit almost 40 years?
When Bill Russell and Wilt were running a court, you think the NBA was profitable?
No.
When a lot of the cars, even like Topps, when Topps was making the 52 mantle, when Stan Lee was making early Marvel comic books that are worth thousands today, do you think they were profitable?
Just remember, Blade saved Marvel.
Yes.
As a business, the whole company.
Yeah.
Blade movie kept them out going bankrupt.
So why do we have Mickey Mantles with a gray back and a white back and different colored fronts? And why do we have the Babe Ruth Gowdy with different colored fronts?
Yeah.
Because these companies were printing whatever ink they received
to get the job done.
Trying to promote cigarette sales and other sales of other items. They're not concerned about the sports cards.
Take the loss here. I mean, why do you think Costco has rotisserie chicken? We take the loss on the rotisserie chicken because we're going to make money on everything else.
And that's why they cut corners on the packaging so it leaches to your chicken.
Yep.
I don't know what I hear people talking, man, and it's become more and more of this. I sit back and I'm listening to people talking.
And you just get tired of arguing with people.
Yeah.
And y'all conveniently forget if your job has a $2 billion contract that goes in effect next year, when do you want to start negotiating your raise? Now or next year? Do you know that they're gonna make 4 times in revenue this year than they did last year? Last year they lost $50 million because it's the first year they started chartering planes in the middle of the season for players. Right?
Yeah, I feel for Griner and them. You're 6'8", 6'9", sitting on a commercial flight. Next to that kid is kicking your seat.
After a game, you got a game tomorrow.
And then people buy cars that are loss leaders for these manufacturers. And then they're looking for parts for them. I could go on and on. I just hear stuff, and it's like
when I say this, right, I'm gonna put this number outside. If the WNBA players don't deserve more money because they aren't making a profit, then you tell me why is the highest paid coach salary 4 times more than the highest paid player? Phoenix coach makes over $1 million. Jackie Young makes $250,000 a year. So if you want to go on, they haven't made a profit. You tell me why the coach is worth 4 times more than the highest paid player of a team that hasn't won a championship in years. So when people argue with me online about that, I just like, highest paid coach makes $1 million, highest paid player makes a quarter million. Make it make sense that they all losing money. What type of business is losing money for 30 years? Opens new franchises, brand new franchises. I'm not talking about moving franchises, brand new franchises.
Jordan says that's more than 4 times. That's like 12.
Like you see businesses who are not making profit cut stores who are not profitable. But you're seeing in WNBA, Golden State Valkyrie this year, another team next year, another team. They have teams playing out to 2030. New teams. Expanding. So you got, you got money somewhere.
Yeah.
You got money somewhere, right? And when you talk about we losing $10 million, what's the point? What's wrong with losing another $4 more million to get everybody over 100K? It's a shame that the players had to go. The NFL, WNBA PA had to go to advertisers and to get money for the skills competition and the 3-point competition, and they got $60,000 for each one of those competitions, but only get paid from the WNBA $2,500 for being in the game.
Hero, do you really think that no athlete should be making that kind of money? What do you think they should be making?
In theory, you think teachers and people who actually do stuff like that should be making enough money? I can see that. But when you get that, I mean, NIL has changed the game for everybody. No, Jackie Young makes a quarter million, I believe. Let me go with that. I fact checked myself the other day. So no. Aja Wilson, Brandon Stewart, John Cole Jones, all 3 of them make a $250,000. Kelsey Plume and Sabrina Ionescu make $200,000. I've got Aja just signed a new contract, but you got a coach making 4 times more than them.
Let me just say something that probably is not popular, but when's the last time you tuned in on your TV to watch a teacher teach?
I understand that.
I don't get it, man. And when's the last time about 26 in your given profession you're probably retired from it?
Yeah. But here's the other thing. People who make the argument don't realize. Unrivaled came together with less than a year, made $27 million in revenue, all paying the players $200K and having better facilities than 95% of the WNBA league. And they only came short from being profitable by $1 million or so.
Well, that's
in the
because
first,
those who organized wanted to split revenue.
yeah.
In the NBA, you got owners trying to take money.
So, and part of the thing, the WNBA ownership things, they don't want leagues like Unrivaled to exist, but you don't want to play them. They're going to get paid to make money and try to make money when they're not playing for you. You want that to happen.
Now, Jordan says, regardless, it's crazy. Are you talking about salaries? Jordan, I would ask you, I want to have somebody follow you with a camera to your job and then talk shit about how you perform all day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to see how much you get paid.
And then bet on you. Bet on your performance.
And then threaten your life when that bet doesn't work out. And then harass your children. I don't get the, and then I just think a lot of people have never played a sport. I don't get the talk of, nobody talks about the owners making money.
No.
People talk about why do the players make this money. I want somebody to get in the owners' pockets, find out what they make, and then come and tell us.
Getting these billionaire pockets.
That's right. Then come tell us they shouldn't make billions. Tell me what Jerry Jones is making. I don't understand people. I don't understand people.
I mean, you gotta think Damian Lillard is gonna make $70 million a year and not play one NBA game.
Nope. And then the value of their team is gonna go up by 12 to 13% improvement every year. So they have an asset that's just building. But Jordan, tell me about the owners and what they make. Tell me about their salaries. I'm for the players. I made $200 a week to play football. Nathan, that's what I thought.
Yeah, football getting closer.
So what's up with Jerry Jones? Talking that yik yak. Talking about his players.
Jerry Jones is becoming, I guess he just wants them to win in spite of him instead of because of him, you know? Maybe if I make them hate me, they'll play harder. I don't know.
That organization is going to be just like the Rays. I hate to say this.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Jones is gone. They'd never do anything. Because right now, Michael Parsons is in practice, didn't practice today, and was making statements about, I don't even know if they want me to be here. Well, he should have just said, I don't know if Jerry Jones wants me to be here. I work for Chevron. Tell me about it, and I put my life at risk to provide fuel products. But Nathan, no one is going to talk about what your CEO is making.
Mm-hmm.
No one's going to talk about that. No one in this chat is going to talk about it.
You know, working is the biggest pyramid scheme in the world.
It is. And we were talking here the other day. They connect your health insurance to your job. I mean, we got many conversations about this. So that means that if you aren't productive, nobody gives a damn about your tooth hurting. But we're talking about what independent contractors, which are athletes, they're independent contractors.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking about what they make. Again, most of these people are going to retire in their 20s, probably with a physical ailment. Especially if you play football and some of these other sports, you're going to retire with a problem. So that means you can't work the rest of your life. So extrapolate whatever your salary would have been for the next 40 or 50 years. Where are you living? How are you paying your house note or your rent? If you have kids, how are they eating? How are you eating? What is your healthcare looking like? Do you have COBRA? Add all that up. What state do you live in? What state taxes looking like there? What car are you driving? When you go out to eat, what restaurants are you going to?
So to Hero's point about them not making this big money before earning it. Have you ever read Michael Jordan's book For the Love of the Game? So if you never read that book, it's really about his shoes. But he talks about how all these kids, because of him, basically because of him, all these kids come in the league and make big money before ever really putting in the work to earn it. Even from an entertainment standpoint, they haven't shown they can be entertaining, fun to watch, or actually play sports either way.
But there was a time in the NBA where you had to prove yourself before you got paid.
Yeah.
When did that change? And who changed that?
Magic.
And how did Magic change it?
Him. Because when he came in, he was trying to negotiate what he wanted to play and threatening to go back to school.
Yeah, but even Michael Jordan, when he was a rookie, second, third, fourth year player, wasn't making a percentage of the money that Anthony Edwards is.
Yeah, so but it started to change with Magic. It really changed with the prominence of the Jordan shoe. But because now he's performing and his shoes are selling and we're making all this money, if we can promote him and market him, it's showing the power of being of finding a skilled player to be marketable.
Yeah, but now we give a shoe to someone who hasn't done anything. I'm asking, when do we get on potential as being a deciding factor and not the results?
After Jordan. Even what?
When Jordan got his shoe, he wasn't like these players today. He wasn't like a LaMelo Ball or Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, but in '99 when Jordan had made triple his NBA salary, his NBA career earnings in 1 year off his shoe. Think about it. Nike sat down and offered LeBron like $25 million. No, Nike was Reebok to sign right then and there and not go take a meeting with Nike.
Yeah, but see, I'm not talking about what the shoe deal is. I'm talking about what you're getting paid from the team you play for. Like right now, we got max deals that are $250 million for a kid who has done nothing.
But it's all okay. We put it away. The last lockout.
So that means the owners agreed to that.
Yeah, because they pull revenue up to a 50-50 split. And then you got standardized started contracts for rookies. So
right there is the problem with today's NBA.
Collective bargaining?
Yep. Well, the deal where you're paying basically a child who has done nothing, buku money, generational wealth, and then some, and they still won't do anything after that. Right now, we're getting to where some of these young players have signed one big deal, and teams don't want to pay them the second big deal because they know they're not going to do anything. They're not leading them anywhere, and it's going to be more of this.
So are you a fan of the second apron?
Not really, no.
Why not?
Because if you put an organization together, you're forcing parity. You're forcing it. And it's not going to look good or smell good. You're going to have teams busting up, just like the Boston Celtics right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have teams putting players on other teams when they shouldn't even be playing there. You're going to have players in their 7th, 8th, 9th year on the Washington Wizards trying to find a way out, faking injuries, doing whatever they can to get out of that organization, getting out of Charlotte. It's not going to be good for people. There's no more Larry Bird, Robert Parrish, Kevin McHale, 5 Hall of Famers on one team. You may have 1, 2 good players, and then that's it. And who wants to watch this? Who wants to watch this stuff? and you worry about ratings, and
These TV deals,
you're
people,
forcing, yeah, but you're forcing teams, and that's why okay, you got a deal on paper with money, but who's watching the games?
but my thing is, right, I'm gonna counter argument this, right? Team ownership, leadership has to be smart on how you put the team together, right, and plan for this. I don't want as much as dynasties are we like and we enjoy. If I'd rather have parity and to stop people from tanking than I would have a dynasty.
Not me. If you go out and bust ass from top down ownership, top executive positions all the way down, you should win. If I'm Brady or if I'm Shea and I want to take less money to make sure that my team is straight, then we should be winning. You also bring on other players that compliment me and I compliment them. We should be winning. We didn't get hurt this season, or when we did get hurt, we had other players to step up. We should be winning.
But that's a GM building a team around players and personalities that they know gonna do that. And Jordan, we are for players getting paid, but we cannot not point the fact that
but we're paying the wrong people, Jordan.
Right.
We're paying LaMelo Ball. We're paying the wrong people. No way LaMelo Ball should sign a $280 million contract. He will never play up to that level. Shouldn't happen, but it's going to happen. And there's going to be guys in each draft every 2 years that's going to reach that, and teams are going to pay them instead of seeing them walk, and then they're going to break up the rest of the team.
Like, for real, Devin Booker's going to make $70 million this year. Is Devin Booker a $70 million player?
Absolutely not.
Do you think Devin Booker's putting ass in seats?
No.
Right? I just think
Phoenix is going to put him, they're going to pay him. And what other talent is on Phoenix?
Nobody.
That's the way it's going to be.
But whose fault? But whose fault is that? They're not the GM. That's not the second Abrams' fault. That's the GM's fault. That's the new owner's fault for trading for less than 6 months after making the finals. You decimate that team.
Everybody's going to do that, Big Jon. Everybody's going to do that because they're following the Joneses. Because this person's over here getting paid. I'm going to pay this person. And then I'm going to take my team through this whirlwind to make sure that money look right.
But you traded everything away that got you to the finals in less than 6 months.
Why is Boston liquidating right now?
Oh, because they know they can't win next year.
How do they know that? There are other teams that know they can't win. They're going to go down the same
road. And they don't want to pay the extra taxes. They don't want to pay. I agree.
People there are being overpaid. People in Boston are being overpaid.
Derek White?
Jason Tatum.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So now you got to liquidate. This is what we're going to see now. I'm going to overpay this dude, and I'm about to liquidate everybody else. Like right now, we're about to pay LeBron $50-something million. He's still on a banana peel. He's in retirement.
Well, but okay. So, but is LeBron's contract and what his value is? It because of, is it based on the player he is today, or what is he? All he's done overall for his career. I can't say the word.
Well, his value would be. Would any other team pay him that? There's no other team in the league that would pay him that. So that's his value.
So what, 30 million? Is that too much for LeBron?
25, 30. And then what are you doing with the rest of that money now? You're actually putting a squad on the court. Probably a squad with LeBron on it still, how he picks and chooses when he's going to play. They could probably go pretty far in the playoffs. But you're not doing that with LeBron making 50-something million at 40 years old. But this is where we are today. And there's going to be more of this. And this is why Shea and them are setting up themselves to try to get around this, but not these guys are not taking max money.
Shea and Sam Presti.
Yes.
Let's give the GM credit.
Yes. But look at his superstar though. Look at his superstar. He's leading by example. And he has all these guys with him knowing, man, I'm gonna cut you off some cheddar, man. I'm gonna take care of you. Don't you worry about it. I got you, Wiggins. I got you.
But also, when it comes time to pay Wiggins, and all those contracts hit, and they get close to that second apron, they have the draft picks to trade them and get under it and still get better players.
No other team is set up like that. They're going to start liquidating people and sending people to Charlotte and to Washington and to the Pelicans. Nobody wants. You think Looney wants to be with the Pelicans? Nobody wants that.
I think Moody didn't want to be on the Warriors no more.
Oh, I get that. But again, you're going to go through a spin cycle. That guy doesn't want that. And him and Poole can act like they're enjoying themselves. They're not.
It's Nola.
Just like Wiggins doesn't want to be
in Bill Street.
No, Wiggins doesn't want to be in Miami. Playing garbage minutes with Bam. But this is the NBA today. Okay, see the Spurs. Yeah. That's going to be another Kawhi Leonard that rolls through there. He's on his way. You never know how long Chet's going to be there. People say, what about Chet gets hurt? That position, there are a lot of people in the NBA that could play that role in that organization with that system.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not worried about Chet. You pay him to stay because he has produced, and you could even say Chet didn't earn the money that he's already gotten. He only played 35 games, 40 games last year.
So I think, right, if I'm an owner, and we go into the next NBA collective bargain, the one thing I want is something to where if you miss a full year, we get to put some extra time on your contract. If I'm paying you to not play for a full year, and I'm still paying you your game checks, and you come back and you make all NBA team, I should have to give you a max deal next year. I need to get another year at this rate that I've already paid. Right? We need some injury time.
What is Dame's contract about to do to the Portland Trailblazers?
Nothing.
Somebody's leaving. At some point in the next 2 years, somebody's out.
I mean, they only paying Dame $30 million. Mm-hmm. You remember, Milwaukee on the hook for the other 40.
But where's Scoot gonna get his money?
Scoot can still get his money. Scoot ain't gonna make an All NBA team. His max ain't gonna be that much.
Scoot's gone. It's just a matter of time.
He's still not going to make an All NBA team. His max is not gonna be that much.
I get all that, but he's gonna be playing on the trash team very soon.
And he probably should. If he can't improve,
let's
just be real.
Where's a player like the guy? What?
For Anthony Simons?
Well, okay, that's a good selection. Where is he going?
Probably gone because is he better than CJ McCollum?
As soon as a team signs someone and pays them some serious money, you can just go through the roster and ask yourself who's leaving first.
I don't know the point of paying Dame, knowing that he's going to be out the whole year.
You have to because you want him that second year. This is my point. You have to, just like when Brooklyn paid KD, you have to, because you're betting on. Just like when we all buy the rookie card, we're betting on. That's a future bet, right? It's like buying future stocks. You're betting on that. Same thing when you get these injured players.
Okay, well, but Dame's a perfect example. Well, I would can we backload this contract when you actually playing? You're already getting 40 from Milwaukee. Can we do 10 this year and then do 40 the next 2 years?
You could do that. He's not going to do it.
This is just me, right?
Dame right now doesn't give a damn about winning a championship, winning games. Dame's trying to do his arithmetic homework with his children and get paid. And I don't know about
Dame is in dad mode. How can I be a better dad?
But we also know, I mean, he's going through a divorce. There's a bunch of things wrapped around his kids. But we also know when he went to Milwaukee that wasn't going to work. He doesn't play a shredded defense like that, and it puts more pressure on Giannis. You get rid of Holiday. Middleton's hurt. He's not even the same player.
Mm-hmm. He's in Washington now too.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You got a guy like Middleton. He's playing in Washington, man. He doesn't want that.
Where talent goes to die.
Yep, it's all over with. Let's say who's the guy from Chicago you like? Two guards.
Kobe White.
Kobe White. Where is he going when he leaves Chicago?
Why do you got to bring these things up?
Just saying.
Because I don't know why they want to keep Josh Giddey.
That's my point. And they're talking about what they're going to pay him?
Mm-hmm.
This is my point. Then you have guys going to la that's going to nothing kind of basketball being played. So, we'll see. 30 mil.
So what are we going to do about NFL this year?
What you mean?
You play fantasy football?
I used to. I did it for 15 years. I stopped when I started making content. I felt like I really didn't. It's not just what I felt. I didn't have time. But I did fantasy football for 15, 16 years in a row.
I took the last 3 years off. I may try to do fantasy football this year.
I usually finish top 4 or top 2.
Yeah. I'm either winning the championship or last. That's usually.
I would prefer a 10-team league over a 12. But if you don't draft right in the 12, your season's over anyway. Somebody gets hurt, key person, you're done.
What I figured out when I was doing fantasy football is that the quarterback position is actually the last position you need to worry about. It's not the most important position.
I tell people this all the time. But in order to jack up what somebody else is planning on, I'll pick a quarterback 3rd or 4th pick.
Because, okay, you picked up Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is going to get you 20, 25 points per game, roughly. Mm-hmm. Right? But so will Justin Herbert most weeks. So will Jameis Winston.
Running back 2, receiver 2, defense, and kicker.
Yeah.
Very important.
Like the top, you're in a 10-team league. All you need is one of the top 15 quarterbacks.
Yep, I agree. I totally agree. But don't let me come to the draft and I get a sense that you want Patrick Mahomes. He won't be there for you.
I think the last championship I won, I had Justin Fields as my quarterback.
Okay.
And that was his rookie year. And he had a terrible rookie year.
What is he going to do with the Jets?
It's the Jets. I hope.
It's like playing for the Washington Wizards, bro. They sent him somewhere that he should fail. The plan is for him to fail. Jordan says he loves fantasy football. 12 is tough. 10 is best. Yeah.
I think.
Show enough, Jordan. Show enough. I'm going to blow you up.
If Tomlin doesn't make an AFC championship game, I think he's fired.
Okay. At this point, even if he is, he's Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And he's going to get a job someplace else.
So, because what is this year like? Almost year 20 with the.
Yep, since Bill Cowher.
And we know they do keep their coaches for about 20 years.
Yeah, they're a family-run organization.
They're a good family-run organization.
Yeah, because they care about stuff. anytime you had a Rooney Rule and
Mhm.
you're adhering to it, you're actually bringing in people for positions, not just going through the motions. I mean, you're different. You are different.
I
Hey,
think it's the
before we go
last
any
year.
further, at least want to say a word about Malcolm-Jamal Warner
Yeah.
and his significance and entertainment overall, and what he represented as a father and socially conscious person. You hear some of these stories about things that happen to people. And I think definitely when they start hitting people around your same age group, it hits a little different. So, same age as my brother, not too much older than me.
You know, very significant, very good person, good actor. Same thing. Rest in peace to Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know,
Brought a lot to music.
but lots of music. But I used to watch his show. He had it was on Netflix and TV. He
Hmm.
was he was actually a chill person.
Hmm.
Chill in a sense. He's out there, but he wasn't a typical famous rock star person behind the scenes.
Do you ever hear the story of what band was Tommy Lee in?
Don't. No.
Adam's husband. Well, they're on tour together. Osborne is on tour with them, and they're in a tour bus, and they run out of drugs to take,
Mhm.
and so they start taking syringes and injecting alcohol into their veins. And if anybody knows, like that could instantly kill you.
Whew.
And so they do a stop, and they get off the bus, and somebody had before had dropped a lollipop, and there was a line of ants going to the lollipop. Osborne gets off the bus. He gets down on the ground and snorts up a whole line of ants.
First of all, using syringe to put alcohol in your system is crazy.
It's crazy, bro.
Let
Tommy Lee.
alone
Tommy Lee led this interview. He was talking about this, but any one of them, he was saying, any one of them could have been overdosed and died. Especially if that goes straight to your heart, you got a problem.
even worse, you get a little bit of air in there.
Yeah, you got a problem. That's
Oh, I don't.
a wild story. One of the wildest stories I ever heard. But yeah, may rest in peace. Hey, that was cold blooded, Zerny. Cold blooded. So talking baseball, these playoffs are gonna be interesting, Big Jon.
Oh yeah, but I told you at the beginning of the year,
Yeah, you
just
did.
because the Dodgers spend all that money, they don't mean nothing.
Don't
This
count
is,
them out though. Don't count them out.
huh?
Don't count
I
them
ain't
out.
count. I ain't counting them out. I'm just saying, you can spend all that money and have a bad week. You
I
getting
wonder
a
if I
slump.
wonder if it could work out where they play the Cubs. That would be exciting.
No. See. Yeah, because we owe them for the beginning of the year anyway. We owe them for the start of the season. Cubs are on fire. Them bats are.
Do they have the pitching though?
Listen. We got some arms in the minors. Okay, we
Okay.
got some. We can make a deal. Listen, what y'all don't want to happen is them to make a trade and get a good starter and put Ben Brown or Cade Horton in the bullpen. You don't want to see 100 coming out of the bullpen.
Okay.
In that fifth, sixth, seventh. That's what I would do. Because your two young pitchers are both starters, but we got a team that could win it all. If I can't go get a big name relief pitcher, I'm going to get a back end starter and moving one of them to long relief.
So what happens when Otani has 2 MVPs in American League and 2 MVPs in National League?
But, I mean, he's going to be a Hall of Famer. He shouldn't, listen. If PCA gets to 40, or 40-50, and with his great defense, I find it hard to give Otani another MVP.
I think it's already Otani's award.
It's not. It was Otani's award beginning of the year. We know how this goes.
I think it's gonna stay his award.
It came in this. It's Otani's MVP to lose.
But
I think anybody can take that MVP from him. It's the 40-40.
I agree with that.
40-50, right? To get 40 home runs, 50 stolen bases, all the doubles that he gets, and just the runs he saves in center field.
It might shake out to be like Shea last year versus the Joker.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna come down like it was with Lindor last year and Otani. Lindor ended up having an amazing second half, but you cannot not give somebody the MVP when they go 50-50.
Mm-hmm. And this year he's pitching. Now his batting average has dropped since he started pitching.
Yeah. And he's pitching. And I think the pitching is the reason why they'll still give him the MVP.
I think so too. Yeah. And I think it's well calculated on his part. I think that's why he wants to pitch.
But have you not seen the plays that PCA makes in center field?
Yeah, I've seen him diving all over the place. Yeah.
Let's just talk about last Friday. You had 3 amazing outfield plays. PCA throwing somebody from center field to second base. You had Tatis throwing somebody out from right field to third base. But that throw by freaking Acuna.
Mm-hmm.
Straight beam, no hop, no bounce from the corner of right field to third base. That was a throw. He threw about a block and a half in the air. It's no problem.
He did.
And that runner would have been, I would say that runner would have been safe if he'd have just slid.
Mm-hmm.
Who tiptoes in like this to the base? Just slide. I've only seen one throw that I can compare that throw to, and that's was Mookie Betts' throw from the corner last year.
Yes.
I don't know who has the better arm between Acuna and Mookie.
Did they come out and say Freddie Freeman, is he okay? Was he a bone bruise with that pitch that hit his wrist?
Yeah, he'll be all right.
It's crazy how he just walked off the field, dropped his bag, got. So you have a show coming up October?
Yeah. I'm going to do an October show. Back set up again. Slowly preparing, buying, trying to figure out. If I'm being honest, right now is my thought process right now is to catch up on life stuff.
Okay.
And wait till September to actually put some money into the hobby to get ready for that show.
Okay.
I'm buying stuff, grading stuff like every 2 weeks, sitting in 1 or 2 cars through GameStop just to get some graded inventory back by then.
Yeah. But
I plan on going to the EC3 show in September, trying to buy and then put out. Like I'm probably gonna go to a show next month, beginning of next month, go to one of the local shows and see what's out there. Try to spend, a little bit of money, $50 to $100, pick up a lot of cards and go out and see.
Yeah, I think it should be good, man. Hey, Jordan, are you going to the West Coast Car Show? Have you thought about at all, like, what day?
I think Nathan says he's going to be in some part of California this week.
Nathan, where are you going to be at?
Like Bonita or something. I seen it earlier.
Find that. I think I saw something about it too. You think people are picking OKC to repeat?
No,
Wow, they predicted that Denver would.
I haven't seen anybody really talking about next year yet. I'm excited for football. I'm excited for October. I'm excited for playoff baseball, football. That's what got me excited. It's almost August already. FD years gone by quick.
Let me make a prediction now. I guarantee you won't hear anybody saying Cleveland's going to win a championship.
Cleveland?
Yeah. Cleveland Cavaliers. Nobody's saying that.
Is that an FD prediction?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So you eyeing any particular players to buy from Cleveland now?
No, absolutely not. Not one person. Not one person on that team in uniform. Absolutely not.
No Donovan Mitchell.
No, the way they all play football, basketball. The most promising player on that team is Darius Garland, but he will always be suffocated by Mitchell, and he's a small guard. So if you're a small guard, you have to overcome huge obstacles. This is what Steph Curry is so special. You have to. You got to be able to play defense. You got to be able to shoot the rock like nobody's business. You got to be able to take people off the dribble. And most small guards can do one or a few, maybe two. Can't do it all. Just think if Josh shot 40% from the three and 47. That's not 48 from the field. And he'd be a problem.
No problem.
I like to set up a card show just to see how I could do lower end cards. Sorry, I think you should do that.
You should do it, man. Find a cheap local card show and set up. Actually, I'm gotta hit somebody up because I might try to set up one before October if I can get in. But I'm really I mean, in all fairness, honestly, I'm coming off my cruise, so like I am just slowly trying to get life together and prepare for back to school for the kids, and just kind of the main thing before I dive back into trying to put more money into the hobby.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just slowly selling off these dollar cards. I got some. I'm waiting on WWE. That's probably the best in the curse of having no new WWE cards come out because I'm not buying anything. I will research other sports right now and other cards and try to figure out what plays I want to make and be smart about it. But I really want some WWE. I did very well with having WWE at my show. More so than having dollar boxes of other sports. I did very well with WWE and Star Wars and WNBA, to be quite honest. I got some basketball, but I'm sorry. I'm going on rant now that we talk. But I still cannot believe how much Sophie Cunningham cards cost.
It won't last, man. It's one of those things.
I know it won't, and I just can't believe it.
I can believe it. First, who's buying Sophie Cunningham? How big is that pool of people?
It can't be that big.
It's not. So anyone in that pool that buys something is artificially inflating the market.
This year's Prism regular retail blue velocities are $10. Just like everybody else that is in that same tier player is.
She's not that good, man.
It's like $2. She's not.
So it is what it is. I mean, we can talk about her. Caitlin Clark's cards are inflated.
Yeah.
She's not that. She's not. Time will tell. There are people who are firm believers. Time will tell.
If you know, you know. Like, I've made good money picking up Nika Mull cards or Mule cards from the Seattle rookie. Picking up her cards from dollar bins at card shows and putting them on eBay. And they sell them for $45. People just don't know. Like, it's just weird, but like, at least she's a rookie. Stuff be counting on fourth year, and you buy her fourth year card for $10 as a regular base card. It's weird.
Big Jon, you know why?
Yeah, they don't make it less weird.
Yeah, but you know why?
But they don't make it less weird.
Yeah, it kind of does to me.
They're logical.
You know that. Well, that's not gonna be logical. There's nothing logical about that. That's the most illogical thing in the world.
And I think I feel like the worst thing I could do is buy one now and then try to get it graded because it won't come back to after the season's over with.
That's what I'm saying. About the time you do that, the whole market's changed.
Yeah, so like it's like the worst part.
Unless you buy one sent to Jordan, he submits at Burbank and at West Coast and get a 1 day, 2 day turnaround and then send it back to you.
It's gonna cost too much. It's not gonna worth the value.
No, true. But you know what that is. So
like I've been just sitting over here researching a lot. Like I picked up a Red Ice Kiki Efren rated prospect card from Fanatics. I bought another one numbered to 88 out of eBay that I'm waiting on to come in because it was numbered out of 88 and I got it for $10. I'm like, now that's worth it. Because even if I grade those and don't get them back until start of next season, I'll still be able to make some money off of it. I have a good, nice card.
Jordan says, well, how much would you pay? Would you want to pay for some Star Wars cards?
Jordan, first of all, you got a bunch of WWE cards that I need too. So we gonna have to end up just sitting down and making a whole big deal. You send it to me because I got a lot that I know you have. This also the thing, Zerny, about setting up at a card show. As much you want to get as much stuff offline at a good price than just trying to buy it off of eBay and having the comp there. If you want to make money setting up. I think between Jordan and somebody else, I bought a couple lots. I spent like $75, and those cards ended up doubling when I sold them at the card show. Yeah, it's hard to make money buying something from somebody on eBay and then putting it in your case for $2 to $3 more because you're just going to negotiate down to what you bought it for. When the comp is here, especially if you don't have the time to grade, if you're not trying to grade it and sell it graded.
Oh, but I wanted to say to Zerny said I've never sold, only buy. I had never sold or only bought until we started making content. Then I started realizing there's some things that are in my PC that should not be there. If you look at how much the value had increased over time. So I let that stuff to go to purchase something else. So that might be a rationale you have if you want to move some stuff that you've had for a while to buy some stuff that you believe more in now.
I'd tell you the fun part about setting up Zerny for me was just getting to talk to people in real life, in the real time about cards, and being around like-minded people who you wasn't forcing the conversation on. Like they're coming to you talking about cards, you asking them what they like, and getting to know people that way. Like even if I didn't sell one card, that experience alone was worth the money I paid to set up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can set up at a card show for under $50 and spend a Saturday there talking to people, and because it also helps you figure out what to buy.
True.
If you want to sell. Like it's easy for us to come on here and we talk sports. You don't ever hear us really talking about what to buy from a standpoint of what's liquid in the hobby. We just kind of think about what we like and what we're researching for our purposes. But like I know people want trading cards and they want this price range in my area. People want Red Sox cards. People want vintage. People want Celtics and Knicks and Nets because I'm in New England. Versus, you hear me talk about, I buy Kobe White, but that's for me. I'm not buying Ja Morant. And now, from setting up the show, I have no interest in buying Ja Morant because nobody said anything about Ja Morant from many people I talk to.
And they won't.
Right? Well, what Pokemon do you have? If you want to set up a card show, have some Pokemon.
Yep, we've seen graphs for the increase in values are crazy. Very, very true.
But I would tell you one thing, right? If anybody in this chat tell me that they are paying somebody's Patreon to teach them and tell them what to buy and sell, we gonna have a problem.
That's another thing we talk about. I'm gonna start talking about this more and more. Things that just from a business perspective don't make any sense. Why would someone pay someone Patreon fees to listen to some stuff
to tell you what, don't like I buy what I buy because I'm okay if I'm getting stuck with it. I don't advise anybody to buy anything I say I'm buying. Because I'm okay if I take a loss on this card.
Certainly go do it, brother. I want to hear about it. Well, I'm going to tell you about who's on that hype train.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't been wrong yet. To me, it's very evident when you see the train approaching your station and you get on and you smell the smoke from the engine. You know who those players are. And they don't usually pan out. Even if you look through history, it doesn't work.
Well, I said I listened to a couple podcasts by Patreon, and they talk about what they're buying, their wins and their losses, and what moves they made, how much. And they're like, "Oh, if you spend the money on our Patreon and you do the moves we do, you're gonna make X amount of money yearly because that's what we make yearly doing this." And I'm like, "What I gotta pay you? You got a podcast? Just tell us I'm either gonna do it or I'm not gonna do it."
I'm not listening to any of that. I'm not listening to any of that.
Yeah.
I always ask this question. I ask it mainly around here. Who you know in the hobby that became a millionaire from buying and selling cars?
Nobody.
I know maybe. I know maybe two people.
Nobody who doesn't already have a card shop.
I'm not talking about card shops. Yeah, I agree with you there. I'm not talking about card shops. I'm talking about, I presume, someone who has a Patreon. Are those people millionaires from buying and selling cars?
No, I don't even know.
Well, what? I don't know what they're about to tell me.
Like I like 1 Million Cubs, and I know he does this full time, but he also does eBay, he does card. He has a monthly card show that he runs.
Mm-hmm.
But I also know how much time he spends scanning in cards and shipping all the cards he has to sell to make a profit to be able to do it full time. But also his significant other works.
That does make a difference.
That makes a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Just obviously it's not paying enough where they nobody else in the house has to work.
I had somebody tell me today on Instagram that Anthony Edwards is a leader.
I mean, in the sense that people follow him, sure.
What'd you say again?
In the sense that people follow him, sure.
No, that's not a leader though.
No. That's a leader. Didn't say that's a good leader.
No, that's not a leader. No aspect of that is leadership.
Is Jerry Jones a leader?
No, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No. We there's a whole bunch of people we can find.
I just wanted to get where your basis for leadership was. You know,
No,
I just had to get that where that basis was.
Jerry Jones has never been a leader. When he fired Jimmy Johnson, no. Since then, you already knew who this dude was. But it's interesting to me that people believe that people think that. And they're walking around making decisions and they're lying to themselves. What we do, well, another thing I've noticed is that as adults, we lie to ourselves about stuff. We can't keep it real with ourselves. Look in the mirror. Keep it real with yourself.
Hey, worst thing you do is lie to yourself.
Because a lot of people in the hobby will spend money and then lie to themselves to make it seem right and sound right on why they spent that money.
Listen, if you have a plan and you go by your plan, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it works, it works, right?
Well, at least be able to say that my plan did not work.
And but going back to the picture, I think there are things that everybody on what that podcast and platform say that can be good from their perspective, right? That's including us. That's things that we can say that are bad, but that come from our perspective on it and what our budget is at it, right? But there are certain things that having a bankroll, keeping your money separate, your hobby money separate from your life money, I think that's common sense things, right? Use your hobby when you make a profit in a hobby. Make sure you spend it on things you need for your regular life. That is normal stuff, right? Did the hobby help me go on a cruise? Yes, my hobby money helped me go on a cruise. But I also told y'all, hey, I am even on the year, and money in and money out. Money in and money out. I'm even. So obviously, I did some things good, and I did some things well. But I ain't did enough where the money I spent in the hobby 10x in returns. That's it. Say, enjoy the entertainment value of it, and just understand my perspective where I'm coming from. And I'm saying I'm trying to buy a couple K Cunninghams at a decent price and see what happens.
Yeah, but that's a player, that's a player that makes sense. Like he's on a emerging team. He is good in front of a camera. You don't hear anything about him off the court. He's coachable. You see his coaches talking to him. You see him doing something. I pay close attention to Cade. He has decent players around him where he can shine and show and be a point guard and distribute the ball. And so all that stuff, that makes sense. But when somebody's trying to tell me about some of these other players, you find a player that can't keep their life together off the court, they can't play the sport on the court. It's been proven. I mean, there's only some exceptions. Michael Irvin, There's only a few exceptions that are out there. It's not
Ooh,
really.
I left these cards. I pulled a nice base Deion Sanders. What was the other side of it? Wasn't Jerry Rice card today out of 2023 contenders.
Oh, okay.
Nice base, but it was like Deion and Jerry on the card together. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely two legends. It's definitely going on in a dollar man box. It was like that's a nice card.
Mm-hmm.
If it was in better condition, I would actually grade it. Like I still grade base cards. I do things that people tell you shouldn't do if you want to make money from it.
I was about to say this a few minutes ago. You just reminded me. Some of the best things I've ever done in the hobby are things people told me wouldn't work or don't do.
Mm-hmm.
So when multiple people are telling me to not do something and they're only doing what somebody else told them, that's probably something I should probably spend some time with and do. Because I promise you all, I say over and over and over again, and I'm going to keep saying this. I can't tell you how many people told me Ohtani would never hit American pitching. Face to face in a conversation. I didn't listen to a word of that.
Before we get out of here, I got an Ohtani card. eBay said you're having me this week. So I've been watching this Ohtani card for a couple weeks.
Okay.
Cytotops is a rookie. What I consider nicely affordable in the raw copy sells between $20 and $30. Right? Found a guy who's running at auction, ending on a Wednesday night, starting the card auction out at $19.99. Right? Week one goes by, I miss it. I forget about it. I do something. I forget the bid. Mm-hmm. But nobody bid on it. So I'm good. I'm good for the next week. Right? Week two comes. Again, I'm doing something. I'm looking at it. I'm like, no bids yet still. I'll come back. Let me just see if it gets a bid this week. Because if not, maybe I can get it for a little bit cheaper. Right? Yeah. Week two goes by, no bids. So now it's Saturday. It's still no bids going into week three. It's like, well, let me talk to the person. Let me send them a message. And I'm like, hey, would you consider 15 for the card? I don't think. Tell me anybody if it's up for 20 and I'm offering 15. Is that a disrespectful?
I don't
ask.
No.
He hits me back. No, I'm not taking. I don't do this to lose money on cards. I'm like, cool. I understand that, but hey, I've been watching this for 2 weeks. I don't know how long you've had this running, but I've been watching it for 2 weeks and it had no bids. You sure you don't want to consider this offer?
You hit him with facts.
Huh? He proceeds to send me pictures of listings that are currently going that have bids of $25 and $30 on it. But yours has no bid, sir. I'm like, you have no bids.
I got one better than that. You want me to tell you one better than that?
Sure.
I bought a card for $200.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe $220 after fees. That's a prism of a basketball player, auto on sticker, out of 8.
Ooh.
Someone had that card listed for an old price that was probably 2021. Their price hasn't changed for thousands of dollars. So I sent that person a picture when I purchased my card and when the card arrived, and I was like, I'll offer you $300 for your card. I'll go above and beyond comp. I sent them the comp, what I paid for it, send them a picture of the card when it arrived. They won't sell that card, no matter what. I'm like, you give me the price then. If you think my price is too low, you give me the price that you want to sell it for. They wouldn't answer the question. So that just tells me that the end on that card high. they want to sell it, but they don't want to sell it for the current comp. But just tell me that. Don't avoid my messages. Just let me know that.
So I'll show you the card. I'm looking at. It's just, I get it. I'm emotionally attached to some cards and I put up for big numbers because I don't want to sell it. But at the same
Yeah, but you're
time,
telling me, hold up, the car was selling at 30, you off for 25?
out of 50, he is selling for 25 to 30 on bids. He got his starting bid at $20. Yeah. Nobody's bought it for at least 2 weeks. I've been watching for 2 weeks. So I offer 15.
That just I get exhausted with people that are doing stuff like this. Like, just sell the damn card, man, or take it down.
Yeah, see, median price sold $25. If you've ran it up for 2 weeks and nobody's bought it, nobody's made a bid at your $19 bid.
There's a hopes and dreams vendor. Hopes and dreams. It'll sell. And you know another thing that I hate? When you take a card that I want to buy and you put it in a stand with no top loader. Like, what are we doing?
I've been doing that lately with some of my cards just because I gotta get new top loaders.
Well, it's just telling me that the condition of that card may be.
Actually, sometimes I have top loader, you can see it, but I'd rather out of top loader than in the one touch, to be honest.
Boy, give me a one touch. Give me some. Or put it in a penny sleeve. Mm-hmm. I'm good with that. It has to suck to get stuck with a big car hoping it goes back up. Well, it's irrational thinking. So, usually, irrational thinking.
So this Otani card right here, I like this card.
I like this. Oh, is that a PSA 9?
Right.
I like that.
It's PSA 9.
I'm just gonna ask the question. What's
Cosmic?
What's the pop on this card? Because these
planets
popular.
I can tell you in 1 second.
And Terry Pursuit.
So this is one of the things you don't like. It is a short print. These planetary.
Yeah, because I've seen these. So I wasn't even gonna ask what's the number on. But these have a market though. People like the way they look.
First and foremost, it looks nice. 1, 2, 9. Total population is just under 300.
Okay.
303. 303 for the total pop. 288 for the total population. 203 pop 10s. PSA 10s.
Okay. That's a nice card, man. Nice looking card.
It's got getting the raw copy is not bad. It's got a 75% gem rate.
Okay.
PSA 10 copies 200. PSA 9 100, basically.
Okay. I can dig it.
See this Venus one?
Yeah, that's what I was just looking at in the corner. So is this even harder to pull?
Even harder to hit. The further you get away from the further you get away from the sun, the harder it is to hit.
So what's the pop on this 10?
651. Total pop is PSA 10 pop is $49. 49.
Oh wow, nice.
Total pop is 72.
I mean, oh okay.
68% gem rate.
I wish PSA would break it down. Like, how many nines are there?
21 nines.
Okay, it's a nice card, man.
Yeah, this card's never gonna sell at the price point it is at.
No, what do you think? This? What's the real comp on this?
Between 325 and 400.
It's a nice card though. Pluto, Uranus. I want to walk a show with Jordan. I want to see what's popping. What are we looking for? Who are we talking to? Trying to get in Jordan's world. Pick up some nuggets. Jordan, I want to go to the West Coast. I don't think I'm really buying anything there. But I want to go and check the scene, see what's going on. Possibly submit some cards for grading. We'll see. But we'll see.
FD, I would tell you, you should probably get on Fanatics Collect just to see what things in your world go for.
Okay. I need to do it. You and I have talked about this. I need to do that.
Even if you don't buy anything off there, like, I don't buy much, but I often go look to see what, just because some of the higher end stuff, especially in the Jordan market, I think you see a lot more Jordans sold on there than you do on eBay, in my opinion. Or at least a lot more variety of Jordans.
Yeah.
And like, when I'm looking for Ohtani's, like, I found that card on eBay after looking at Ohtani on Fanatics Collect.
Okay.
Now, then it's taking me down the rabbit hole. Hold on. So what does this go for really? You know, which place is going to have the best value? I won a card last week. I didn't know. What did I win? I gotta go pay this.
Have you noticed there hasn't been much on ComC?
I just sent some cards to ComC last week, so for the graded event. So we'll see. I didn't think I won this card. Let me go see which card it was.
Friday or Sunday. I got you.
Oh, I won a really good card.
What side are you on?
Fanatics Collect. Probably my best graded card I've bought. Okay. Liv Morgan, Pristine 10 orange out of 99. Yeah, that's gonna be a good card. There's a better market for that card.
Very cool.
But still, sticking to the principles, low number, 99 or less.
Yeah, I don't think you can lose on this stuff.
No. I didn't think I was gonna win that card. Her stuff goes for 99 or less, goes for 75 and up in the PSA 10. So get a gold label, Pristine 10 for 30, 35.
What do? You put your bid in, you let it ride, and see what you get?
I put my bid in and let it ride. I put my bid in after the second time down. So I'm either gonna win it for what I want or not.
Okay.
That's why eBay extended bidding doesn't bother me.
No, it bothers me.
What again? We play two different price ranges, right?
Bothers me. It's
You
got to
can't
change. What I got to do is go after less cars and go after the ones I really want, and be able to pay over comp.
Or start looking around.
It's just some rare stuff you see that you want that card, and now I got to play this 2-minute game.
Yeah, but I haven't seen this card that I bought on eBay a lot. I know I cross-referenced eBay before I bid on it. And the 99 you haven't seen. The out of 100 sold for. The out of 10 sold for $100. Oh, that was a gold that sold for $10 last month. Jeez, this car wasn't even in line. It wasn't even in my thought process, in my line of sight.
You talking about the card you just showed me or another card?
Yeah, the card I just showed you. It wasn't in my line of sight. But it looks like with CGC, I seen another pristine 10 on eBay that sold last month. So maybe a card that a good grade. Now the question is, do you cross it?
And what is that like?
I don't mind. Huh?
Because the CGC 10 should cross well, right?
Pristine 10 should cross well.
I don't know that. I know it's hard to get a 10 in CGC, but
yeah. Pristine is like perfect. It's like that black label.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see another copy of this card on eBay at all.
Well, it's only 99 of, so that doesn't shock me.
Yeah, but you know, a 99, you still see one or two. I don't see any 50s, any 199.
Yeah.
Let me change. Leave it like that. I feel like you can't beat that, right? I just paid for 10 graded already for less than buying it raw and trying to grade it.
Yeah. Strong move.
Yeah, this is what I do most days. I come in, I look what's going on this week, then I spend the week cross-referencing eBay and Fanatics and trying to find, if I can't find that same copy, trying to find valuable price points and see what's out there.
Spend $40 and wait 6 months to get a PSA 10. Why is it 6 months?
Wait PSA grading. My cards I sent in June through GameStop just got received by PSA today. That's in the middle of June. So it's going to be another 2 months for they actually. Now the clock actually starts today. It's going to be another 2 months for they actually get graded. So
I didn't know their times have went up. I haven't graded a car in a while. That's when I graded, but this was a while ago. It was a month.
They say it's down to 45 business days, but that's still time from when they receive the package in, not time from when you ship it to them. So,
it's 120 days currently. I don't know how much they're going to be charging at the West Coast Car Show. I'm waiting on a 15-car order I sent in February.
What's in your order, Goat? Is it basketball, football? You ain't got to tell me specific cards, but is it like basketball, football, baseball?
And how long after Goat sent it did they receive it? Basketball?
Oh.
$120 business days?
Was it WNBA or NBA basketball? You say you wanted back at the All-Star break.
Oh, they will do same-day grading. I don't know if I've been to a show, West Coast show, they didn't do same-day grading. Has there been one? It may have been one.
It makes a huge difference, which is why I don't see how you can get upcharged. You should get upcharged when by the time you grade it, the price value has changed.
And then you're being upcharged off past sales, right?
Mm-hmm. But you had my car for 6 months, and I'm getting upcharged, and I can't even sell it for the price you think it's worth.
Well, I sent in a car, and then they changed their grading scale while the car was there.
Mm-hmm.
It gets grimy out here.
I think a lot of people, I know a lot of people who get into Bowman baseball, they either do one or two things. They either grade everything or they put it all up.
Looks like a lot of Bowman is also graded by Beckett.
But the thing is with Bowman, if you can afford to grade a lot of it, it won't mature in pricing for years anyway. You wait on these players to pan out. So if it takes longer to get back, it's not that much sweat off your back if you can afford to have the money tied up.
Yeah. Or anytime you're grading a prospect player before they blow.
Because if you wait till they get called up, you're selling it raw anyway.
Amen and Asar Thompson stuff that I'm keeping, so I'm not sweating it. I got it.
I am not bad. I applaud you. I am not basketball prospecting like that. I bought a lot of pods, Amen and Asar. All my Amen stuff came back 9s, and all my Asar stuff undersold. And pods, he was disappointing.
Don't you think it's interesting that one of them are more popular in the hobby than the other, but one is on a better team and they had the same exact stats? I found that very interesting.
One's on a better team.
Yeah, but they're the same players.
Yeah, but also one was on a team where there was no standout star.
Oh, yeah, Cade?
Yeah, but Cade's the standout star. Who's the standout star? Who's the standout star in Houston last year? It was Amin. Sagoon was the best player, but Amin was the standout. Gonna make the plays, the sports in the top 10s.
See how that pans out this year.
And also was hurt part of the year. That is true. He was hurt part of the year.
Yeah, blood clots. So it was serious. So let's see how that works out this year. I hate to say it. I think Houston's going to be Brooklyn.
Gonna be what?
Brooklyn.
Yeah, oh yeah.
A lot of underachieving going on. Hey, there's only 2 every 20 years. I think we have the 2 right now? The Joker and Shaq? I think we already know who they are.
Ooh, that's a nice card, Nathan. That's a nice card.
That is a nice card. Hey, GOAT for you? I hope so. I'm just trying to figure out the last defensive player that carried themselves in the hobby. It's like finding a 7'4" center that plays over 10 years.
I just want prime Derrick Rose back.
He's not coming. And nobody like him is coming.
Hey. So everybody's going to be in Chicago next week. You know, a week away from the national.
But there'll be a lot of people there.
Mm-hmm. I will say this. I'm going to talk about Chicago for a minute, y'all. So I am so upset that they moved the Taste of Chicago to like September.
Oh, I thought the Taste of Chicago was canceled.
No, they moved it to September.
What's the name of it?
The Taste of Chicago.
Has that always been the case?
No, it was in June. It started on my birthday and ended the 4th of July. Now it's from the September 5th to the 7th.
But so that event wasn't canceled for years?
It was canceled at one time.
Okay now. Okay.
But now it's going back for 3 days.
Okay.
It was the event of my summer.
Well, you know why
I know why, man.
Big Jon, you know the answer to these questions.
I do, but they moved it to September, man.
Nobody's trying to deal with that now. Bro, you went to the Taste. You know what it was like. Especially if you went on Saturday or Sunday. You know what that was like.
Yeah, I went to Taste every year. I went to Taste Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
I usually went to the Taste when the Taste first started. I didn't want to deal with all that.
Let me tell you. I stayed on the west side. My grandma stayed on the south side. It started on my birthday on the 27th. I would go on my birthday with the family. I'm going the next day. I'm going to see my grandma. I'm stopping in with a couple of dollars real quick and going to grab something to eat. Then coming back on the L, going all the way out south. I'm coming back for the fireworks.
You were there with good intentions, but what did you see happening around you?
Oh, I know. I know why.
So
Big bro.
Gotta come. Big bro.
That's my boy. What's up, man?
They gotta come ruin things.
They gotta come ruin things. I'm just mad they moved because started looking into going to the national next year. See if I can get that next year.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to make it a family event. And actually trying to do stuff because of it. So like looking like what's going on? What's happening in the city? Where am I trying to be at?
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna be in Rosemont. I'm gonna be in the city.
I don't blame you.
It's Chicago this year, next year, and the year after. It's all Chicago. Listen. If I was going by myself, I wouldn't even worry. I'd just go. But I gotta make sure the family's safe.
But what would you stay at though? Would you stay in Rosemont?
Would
you stay? Oh, okay.
No. I stay downtown.
Okay.
If it was up to me, what I want to do, I want to take the family, go to the National myself one day, put my wife and daughter in a nice hotel downtown, and then we go to the planetarium, we go to the zoo, we go see the city from my nostalgic point of view. You know, we go see the family on the different sides of towns, chill out in the house. But like, see, everybody say the city bad, and then I see my sister, my friends out downtown, out on the boats, out new restaurants and promoting businesses and new things happening around the city. So like, I understand what's wrong, but it's wrong everywhere. You know, it's like you telling me don't come to LA because of crime. It's everywhere.
I was just talking about that with some people today.
Mm-hmm.
East Coast stuff, Maryland, DC.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But kind of like when you went the year before, right? You had the family with you, so you had X amount of time at the National, and then like we got to go see the city.
Yeah, basically a full day moving around with the trade night, stuff like that. But yeah, had a chance to move around and do other stuff. We were also trying to clean out a house. I mean, we had work, and we were working. We had work to do 3-4 days in a row before we went to the National, and then went to the National. And we were pretty much tired when we got there, but we made the most of it. Tried to move around, see people. I hope everybody enjoys themselves. I hope I don't hear any stories about someone's cars got taken or someone got shook down the street or any of that. People stay together. People. Hopefully, people look out for each other and have good, clean fun. Go out there and look for some Shay. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Feel me, Jordan? Look for some Shay. Look for some Joker. Yeah, be safe or stay dangerous. Which one?
So, I think that's different for us being from there. Like we got places to stay, we got family.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like if I come to town, I gotta see my sister, and she gonna hit me across the head with some Harry Potter stuff. You know, then I go see my other sisters, gotta go see my cousins. So like, when I'm in town, because I rarely come to town, everybody want to at least let me stop by and say, "Hey, what's up?"
When's the last time you been in Chicago?
My mama passed, so 2.5 years now.
Yeah, I can get it.
And listen, I told them
I was there when my father passed away, and then I went back to clean out a house, and I haven't been there since.
Yeah, I told them, "Hey, y'all seeing a ghost right now. I ain't got a reason to come back." That was my exact words to everybody.
I kind of said that too. I think the next time we go, though, it's going to be straight tourist stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not there to do anything but have some fun.
But I want to take my daughter, and so I want to go see the good life.
Yep. You know, if you're out sightseeing and showing people stuff, and days just fly by.
Mm-hmm.
They fly by.
Especially if you're on Michigan Avenue, Mag Mile.
If you're anywhere downtown, or you're trying to go from the south side to downtown, or even if you just stay on the south side and show people different things, time is flying.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a day where you actually get out late. Don't get out till like 2. Your whole day.
Day's over.
Day is gone. You gotta be up and out early.
But I think next week, I don't know what I told you, we got New Breed coming on. Said it'd be good for next week.
One of my favorite people is New Breed coming from Detroit.
Yeah.
Coming through to bless us with knowledge of cards. This guy's big on autographs. We should talk to him about what he thinks about autographs.
Yep.
And sports, just a sports head. Can talk about almost any kind of sport. I love when New Breed comes through.
Love it when he comes through. I think we could try to get some more guests. We've been light on guests, just trying to, me and FD for a while, but we got to get back interviewing people in the hobby, talking about some things, talking about some sports.
Yep.
You got anything before we get out of here?
No, I just I always appreciate this time and people coming through and giving their suggestions and comments, and I hope everybody has a great time at the National. We know that the West Coast Card Show is coming up as well. Any shows that you're going to, I hope that you enjoy yourself. Should be good. Should be a very, very good time. I'm interested in the content that'll come out that we'll see.
I hope there's some content, some really good content from new people.
Well, we know Imani and Yebo and our boy Petrie will be on the move.
Yeah, they're gonna be on the move. I'm gonna watch them, but I want to find some new people, some new perspectives.
I hope we get that. Nice conversation tonight. Thank you, Zerny. I always appreciate you being here.
I just hope being international sparks somebody who wants to get into making content to actually do it, and we get a new perspective, right? And I hope the people that are there who do content already make the connections they can to make better content, to get more interviews, to get more opportunities.
Well, that's the thing that doesn't get talked about. You can go to the National. You can go to the National and not buy one card. And network and get to know people and talk to folks and move around and make some collaboration posts. So you can go to the National and do whatever you want to do. So please don't think it's a cookie cutter way to go and attend and enjoy yourself, because there is not. You lead your own destiny on that. You can go to, like now they have, you can go to trade night if you have a ticket to the show. But you can go to trade night and you may do better for your own PCs, selling opportunities, buying, selling, whatever it is, than you could in the show. You have different people selling cars. They're bomb cars. This is not, you go to trade night, it's not just certain cars on the table. There's a lot of different types of cars on the table. So use those trade night opportunities. That's also a place where you can have conversations with people where the atmosphere is less tense, say, of buying and selling so much. You have spaces to step off and talk to people. First place I met Santiago Sports, and several people were really at a trade night. Like really be able to talk to them. A few people, so from around the country. You could be at a table with people from Atlanta, from Chicago, from somewhere in Milwaukee or some of the Midwest and Arizona, just all sitting at one table. So have fun with it. Tell them that you're rolling. How curious are you about what being announced tomorrow from the sports card investor?
Zero.
I'll say that, it's cool to have announcements. Let's just see what it is.
Let me tell you, the one thing that I hate, and I know I might have did it last week, is an announcement that we're going to have an announcement.
Which is also something big that's in the hobby. There are things that, we can make a list. Everybody's got an announcement. Some people say, I got an announcement. I'm not saying Jeff is like this or his team is like this. But some people say, hey, I got an announcement, and you never hear anything.
That is, in general life, that is one of my biggest pet peeves. I hate the, hey, I got to tell you something, I'm going to tell you later. Just don't tell me later when you see me later.
You know what I tell people that tell me that? I don't want to know. I'm not going to listen later. I'm not listening. I'm not even paying attention to it. I'm not about, but Big Jon, I've talked about this on here before, and I know I talk about it here as a family. I'm not about the people that tell you in person a little bit of information so you ask clarifying questions.
No.
I'm not asking clarifying questions. Just give me what you got to give me, and if it's nothing, then it's nothing. But I'm not going to be like, okay, now, and then what happened? And then who said that now? And then what? I'm not doing that.
Like, I understand if it's something you can't talk about. So if you got like a partnership coming down the line, something you can't talk about. But I don't need an announcement about an announcement. Just make the announcement when you get time to make the announcement.
Yeah, just make it. And then I hate because the build up is always a letdown. So when you actually hear it, you're like, "That's all we got to talk about."
So if it's something groundbreaking and new, which I doubt, cool. If it's something regular, cool. Am I anticipating and waiting on pins and needles? Nope. I'm pretty sure I'll see it after 17,000 other people talk about it first.
Is the announcement tomorrow or the day after?
What's the
23rd?
Just tomorrow. That's today now.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see.
And what time? Jordan, what time is this going down? I'll make sure I'm by some, by a phone. Jeff came out with a video today and said it's going to be something to make aspects of the hobby easier.
So it's probably something with the market moves at.
I wonder what else could be on that thing. Jordan, you don't know.
All right, well, let me go to bed.
Big Jon, it's always good having you here, sir.
We'll see you guys next Tuesday. It's been great.
Keep rolling, people.
Yeah.
Chicago, stand up.